Yes, not. Srila Maharaj speaks about Gautama Mahaprabhu, the nobility of Gaudila. If Lord Gaura would have not appeared in Kali Yuga as Yuga Avatar in this age of Kali, then what would have become of us? How tolerated, how could we have tolerated living? No problem. But this is asking of a real devotee. Who in this universe would have ever learned about the dogmas, limits of loving mellows that comprise the glory of Sri Radha? Vasugoj, he wrote, Yadi Gauranahat, Dadave Kiha Haite, Gemanadari Tamate, Ratara Mahima Premarasa Simha, Jagade Janadake. Vasugos says, without this, how could I live? Through Gauranga, I have received the taste of such a high type of nectar. If Gauranga did not come, you would not have any taste of this highest thing. And how would it be possible for me to live? It is so life-sustaining, such nectar, such high degree of sustenance. I find from this nectar brought by Gauranga that I can't imagine if it did not come. How I could live without my highest prospect of life. I could not know my own fulfillment. I was just a foreigner to my own self. He came and showed me how beautiful I am, how high I am. So much dignity of mind he has shown to me. I was devoid of that. I was bereft for so long. He gave me the key of my own home, my sweet home. So much wealth I have received. How much indebtedness I have to Gauranga. I take it to be the secret of my life, the secret of success of my life. But what kind or what sort of gratitude can I show? He has given me so much, but I have nothing to give him in return. I cannot show my proper thankfulness. O Creator, what stony heart have you given to me that I cannot show my appropriate respect to Gauranga, who has given me so much that I cannot overestimate. These are the feelings of the devotees of Gauranga. They are impressed with the land of Gauranga. Who, except Kaviraj Goswami, could reveal the nobility, greatness of Gaurila Kaviraj Goswami has most successfully established the Jit Vilas. And also our Vrindavan Das Thakur has given a graphic description of Gaur Lila, especially that of Adi Lila. In his teachings we have the conception of Gauranga mostly. Anek Shilodashai Gai, Hidanem Mahima. Kaviraj Goswami has pointed out the great difference between the Krishna conception of Godhead and Shilodashai Vishnu. Kaviraj Goswami has harmonized these 2 points in this way, that in Smayam Bhagavan Krishna, of course, Kshirodakashaya is there. If anyone says that he is Kshirodakashaya, it is not false. It is also real. But there is, of course, a great difference between Kshirodakashaya Gauranga and Swayam Bhagavan Gauranga. Kshirodakashaya Gauranga is the Yuga Avada, giving Harinam. This is the difference we have to see in his youth, up to his time when he took sannyas. He is Kshirodakashaya Gauranga, Yuga Avada. He comes here in this world to give the process how to attain the supreme. So it is the Yuga that giving, who is giving Harinam, and he is called Kshirodakashaya Gauranga. So Kshirodakashaya Gauranga and Swayam Bhagavan Gauranga. There's some difference, and it is also the same and different. Because when he appears as an avatar, special Yuga avatar, then he is not giving the highest. He's giving just the process, how to attain him. But Swayam Bhagavan Krishna, our Radha Govinda Militaram, this form was seen at Mahaprabhu Kandati Stashandu Raya Ramananda. And the Goswamis have finally given us the highest conception of that. So the first 24 years, more or less, he was manifesting Kshirodakashaya and Gauranga, the non-difference to them. Because even if Kshirodakashaya Vishnu and Swayam Bhagavan or Vishnu or Krishna, there's no difference. But there is a slight difference in how when he appears as an avatar in this world. Yes, it is said like this. It is very special. It's very special. So he appeared with his entourage, with his most close devotees, who are performing the most intimate and confidential pastimes, where he is manifesting this in the transcendental world called Goloka Vrindavan. There he has no form, like four-handed form, Vishnu form. There he appeared as a small cowherd boy, son of Nanda Maharaj. like this. He is manifesting and playing this lila and this eternal lila, and they are very confidential and not meant for the public to be talked even of. So is Swayam Bhagavan Gauranga, the second of his 48 years here, where in this material manifesting in this material world, he was Swayam Bhagavan Gauranga. He manifested all this divine, intimate, ecstatic relations in the Goloka. This was not happening in the early pastimes, where he was a scholar, where he practiced Sankirtan, making everyone to chant like this. When Mahaprabhu was performing Sankirtan in general, he is not Swayam Bhagavan. That is the duty of Yuga Avada. This is sometimes Kshirokashayi. But in one day of Brahma, Ashtavimsa, the 28th day of Brahma, Swayam Bhagavan Krishna himself comes as Mahaprabhu. He gives us the mentality of the highest degree of separation. Swayam Bhagavan Krishna, in his separation from Radharani, he comes to teach that he does not appear in each Kali Yuga, but only in the 28th Kali Yuga, in the other ages of Kali. The Yuga Avada generally comes to inaugurate Nam Sankirtan. And this was the speciality of this Gauranga Mahaprabhu, who appeared 500 years ago, 500 something. So Gauranga is both Radha and Krishna in one. It's combined. He is Krishna himself, but in the mood of Radha. Radha, she feels always separation from him. Even she stands next to him, she feels separation. This was the reason why he left Vrindavan, went to Mathura, one of the reasons, because Radharani had such intense feeling of separation, so much. But in the mood of Radhika, he has accepted her nature. He is Krishna when he is searching after himself, trying to taste what ecstasy is within himself. Self-searching Krishna is Gauranga, self-introspection, self-searcher, trying to understand himself, his own wealth. So we find the Siddhanta in Kaviraj Goswami, which Mahaprabhu's direct disciple, Rupa and Janatan, have imparted to us. Mahaprabhu wanted to teach us about Krishna Lila and about himself, and he transmitted it to Rupa Sanatan. That which Sri Rupa Sanatan taught, percolated by their opinion, was delivered by Kaviraj Goswami. Who is Nityananda? Who is Nityananda? Who is Gaurachandra? What is his gift? All this we can get rightly from Chaitanya Charitamrita by Kaviraj Goswami. So we are indebted to Gaudiya Goswami in an immeasurable way, indebted to him for what he has given. In Bhagavatam, we find so many narrations which are meant to attract many. A great number of these narrations are non-essential, but they are there nevertheless. Here thought we find wholesale Gaura Nityananda, nothing else. The substance of the substance, that is Chaitanya Charitamrita. I heard from Guru Maharaj, if all the religious scriptures vanish and only Bhagavata remained, then everything would be fully represented there. So also if Chaitanya Charitamrita remains, all other theological books disappear, and there's no loss. The Angi is there. From this bija means seed, the very gist is there. The Angi whole is there. Anga part will spring up from that principle from Kaviraj Goswami's Chaitanya Charitamrita. So Sri Chaitanya Dev is the highest principles in the theology. Radha Govinda Milita Dhanu. So the Chaitanya Charitamrita also holds that position. Chaitanya Dev is Radha Govinda combined. His position and the corresponding Shastric position we find in Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is also eternally here, there. This is a mood of the Gaudiya Math. That's because, especially, our Gurudev has a special mood because he is Oriya. They are worshipping, or they are Jagannath worshippers. So there's Chaitanya, not Nityananda is on the altar, only Chaitanya. Because Nityananda has different mood. He is not in the confidential, because when he is present, Krishna feels somehow now shy. He does not communicate or does not dare to look to the gopis, because he is his elder brother. So he feels shy. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radha Govinda, Radha Rani and Govinda, in the mood of Radha Rani. Radha Rani always feels separation. So, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is one person, Radha Govinda. Then there is the pastimes of Radha Govinda. So Mahaprabhu always hankering for the most intimate pastimes of Radha Govinda. So like in the material world, we are also hankering. What keeps us here is hankering for these pastimes Radha Govinda perform in origin. But in our world, everything is perverted. We misuse or exploit everything to the end. There's no harmony there. So Radha Govinda is there. The pastimes Mahaprabhu always in the mood of Radharani, feeling separation from Radha Govinda. And the pastimes, very intense. It is shown, and this is explained by Kaviraj Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita. And there's one aspect more, this only our Gurudev. When Krishna was in Dwarka, so the in the palace there was Rohini, there were all the, many of the queens, Satyabhama, they were asking, because Rohini was present in Vrindavan, with, she saw the pastimes of our Lord there. And the queens asking her, please tell us about these pastimes. And she said, no, if Krishna is near here, then he may run to Vrindavan. He may go away from here. So they put the sister of Krishna, Subhadra Devi, on the door, because a few rooms that they were taking rest. Balaram and Krishna took rest. So, and Rohini started to telling them the most intimate pastimes. They were all in ecstasy there. Also Subhadra, she was in ecstasy. And she was so in ecstasy that her form changed, getting big eyes like Jagannath. And Jagannath also they woke up and they went to a room on the door outside, and they heard the pastimes. Jagannath changed his form into big eyes, and the arms and the feet went back to the body. And this ecstatic hearing, this ecstatic pastimes of the Lord in Vrindavan. He now was as a king, but he remembered, and he become like Jagannath is manifested now. But because Balaram and Subhadra, they were not, because in the presence of Balaram, as we say, Subhadra, he did not manifest his most confidential part of his pastime. So Guru Maharaj only showed Krishna. They also changed their body, like becoming, like taking their form like this similarly. So Jagannath is also on the door here, just to watch the pastimes of the Lord. And Mahaprabhu also, his manifestation, they are all Krishna himself, but they are fully in the mood of Goloka or Vrindavan. So this is the meaning of our combination as Chaitanya, Radha Govinda, and Lord Jagannath. Is any question or anything to say on comments? Yes. Also the first years he was Kshiravakasha. He was partially, but same also, but in a different mood. His purpose was because Advaita Acharya called him, Kali Yuga has advanced so much, you please help me, otherwise Advaita Acharya was manifestation of Sadashiva. I will destroy the whole planet, he said, if you not come. And he worshipped Sadhaka Shila every day and calling, please you come, please save this world. So Mahaprabhu appeared, and in the first years he was mainly philosophically give understanding. He was a very scholarly person. As a small boy even, he defeated already the greatest scholars in the nowadays was known at this time as one of the places where they were taught many universities, let's say like this. Nowadays we would say like this. Many students studied there. So the second half he took sannyas. He went away from Navadip. He went to Puri. First he went to distribute the holy name all over Bharatvarsha. Then he manifested his pastimes in a more intimate circle of his eternal associates, devotees. That's everything we can hear in the Srimad Chaitanya Charitamrita. So this second part is not in the other incarnation. In the other incarnations of, as we heard here, 28 in Brahma's life, only a few times he comes. And as a more confidential incarnation, not only giving the process, Harinam, he also preaches Krishna Prema, means divine love to the Supreme Lord in a very high level. So we are very fortunate. This a few generations ago, he appeared on this planet. And he accepts all our line who comes from Rupa Sanatan, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They are all his eternal associates. They are not normal. They are not like we. And I don't know how Guru Maharaj was thinking. They are eternal associates of members of the spiritual world. So sweet distribution of Krishna lila. The Gauranga has taken the mood of his devotees, devotee Srimati Radharani, and is trying to understand himself and distribute this to others. He is showing the public how he should be served by serving himself, and then he himself is giving this to others. He is showing how Krishna is Guru. When Krishna himself is Guru, then he is Gauranga. Krishna Lilamrita Saratara Satta Sattatara Dashatike Vaheya Jehoite Chaitanya Lila Haya Sarovara Akshaya Manohamsa Jaraha Dahate. Chaitanya Lila is the infinite sweetness of Chaitanya. whatever is within and whatever is coming from him. That is all the high nectar of Krishna Lila, nothing else. Chaitanya Lila means the center from which Krishna Lila flows in different forms, flowing from all sides and even from every pore. There's nothing but Radha Krishna Lila embodied in him. And he is distributing it in order to help the public. The voluntary distribution of the different nectarine tastes of Krishna Lila, that is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He has no separate existence from the Nam, Guna, Rupa, and Lila of Radha Krishna. So his name, his mood, his form, and his Lila means his pastimes, what he performed. There is no separate existence from that of Radha, the Lila of Radha Krishna. This includes Yashoda and all others within the relativity of Krishna. If one is there, then all others must necessarily be there. Krishna Lila means Krishna with his group. Also Vrindavan. The water, the forest, the animals, the birds, all are included in Krishna Lila. This is all coming from Sri Chaitanya. Who is Radha Krishna in a self? Who is Radha Krishna in a self-distributing mood? Whatever comes from him, that is all Krishna. Even in Sri Chaitanya's childhood, and one could not trace anything of Krishna, it was there in different ways. He was preparing the background for distributing Krishna Lila to others. Krishna naam dare kada bola. And Bhakti writes, what is the value of this sound Krishna? Srila Rupa Goswami has explained that Krishna has 4 unique special qualities. Every jiva has 50 innate qualities. So certain devatas have 55. And 5 additional qualities are partially manifested in them. Sri Narayan has 60 qualities in full. And Krishna has 4 more qualities, not found even in Narayan. Those 4 qualities are Rupa Mathurya, means sweet form, Venu Mathurya, sweet flute, Lila Mathurya, sweet pastimes, and Barikara Mathurya, sweet associates. Srila Rupa Goswami has established the speciality of Krishna Lila in this way. This is only found in Vrindavan. Vasudeva Krishna has no flute, and has been mentioned that even Rakesh Krishna is charmed to search for the Rupa Mathurya of Vrindavan. Krishna, the sweet Lord of Vraja. Reality, they are beautiful. So he has said this, Dwarakash Krishna is charmed to search for the Rupa Madhurya of Vrindavan Krishna. Means the sweet pastimes of Vrindavan. He misses it in Dwaraka. Even he has all opulences there. He has 1 or 2 wives. Or how many wives he had in Dwaraka? Oh my God. Can you imagine? So this, he was hankering for this simple life as a cowherd boy in Vrindavan, with all his dear devotees there. This is Krishna Prem in his purest state. Vrindavan. Everything there is highest, deepest, and the sweetest of all his pastimes he performs. All his pastimes he is not performing in his expansions as Narayan, Vishnu, even Ram, even Krishna, when he went to Mathura, then to Dwarka, he changed. Not the sweetness, as it is said here, the Venu, Mathurya, the flute was given up. Lila, sweet pastimes, was not there. Venu, Rupa Mathurya, the sweet form. Parikara, Madhurya, the sweet associates he had there. This was not in other lilas there. So this was only in Vrindavan Krishna. This, because of this, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Nadi Ada Govinda. Krishna Adi. He's the first manifestation. Then he expands into many who have 60 qualities, but only Krishna he has 64. The sweet flute, the sweet pastimes, the sweet form, the sweet associates. All these things are not fully manifested, or not at all, or no only partial. Like Ram had the Dasyaras serving devotees, and he had the ras of Shakya partially, not full developed. But in Vrindavan, all these rasas are fully developed. Any question? Otherwise, we can stop here. Tomorrow we have, eventually we have to make this Ishtagoshti. So all who have time, who wants to do some seva, tomorrow is no day for you, I think. We have to prepare to celebrate the divine appearance of our Guru and Mahaprabhu, and to try to get a tiny drop of mercy, that we can understand a little what nectar, what he gave to us. can finish here. Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu Ki Jai, Srila Gurudev Ki Jai, Jai Go Premanand.